Morning, welcome back to my channel. So my question is, what do you do when you have 5 pounds of potatoes and 9 pounds of ham? How do you make all these meals to prep with all this food, yet keep it interesting and creative and make different dishes to eat out of? Well, I'm going to show you what we did and how we made 40 meals by spending only $11. Yeah, $11. Come along, take a look, tell me what you think.
Stop for a moment. There's still time. You're not late. You don't need to have it all figured out. Just show up.
So we ended up buying those 2 big hams for $1.27 a pound, as you saw in one of my previous videos. And I've been cutting on it all week long to make sandwiches. I continue to cut on it because I need to cook it, because they had another one on sale for 88 cents a pound this week. And Kevin's decided he wants another one. For a little child, we got ham all the way up to our ham hocks. But we're gonna go buy it because when it's on sale for that price, you cannot ignore it. So I still have one in the freezer. I'm gonna bake for Christmas next week. This one I'm gonna get cut up and do a couple of different things with. Come along. And then the new one, I have to decide what I'll do with that one. But for right now, let's get to cutting. So what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna finish cutting it up. I'm going to make some breakfast danishes with ham, eggs, and cheese. And then the rest of it, I'm going to put in our crock pot and make some ham and bean soup. But one task at a time, right? So let me get some of this cut up. So the first batch is going to be some breakfast danishes with ham and eggs, frozen after it's cooked and prepped into individual servings. So stick around so you can see what we're going to do here. All right, so first let's get this ham cut. This one I'm going to use and make some breakfast danishes using ham and eggs and cheese. And then these will get frozen, popped in the freezer, so that when we want to eat them, we just pop them in the microwave. I'm just going to cut it up first, the smaller pieces. But this is really how you're going to benefit yourself, is to cook this way and package it, freeze it, save it for when times are even more lean. All right, let's get some eggs. So I'm going to scramble the eggs and then add the ham to it and cheese and make individual egg pastries, I suppose you'd call. Add some milk, which makes them go a little further. I'm going to put in my salt, some pepper, put in some baking soda. That'll make the eggs fluffier. Actually, baking powder, sorry. Some baking powder, make them fluffier. Get my hand mixer. I've got my eggs whipped up. Let's get them in there. Turn the heat down. They don't overcook. And let's get the ham in there. Please. Isn't that nice? So I've laid out a piece of parchment paper for my pastry. I do buy this. It's called Jus Roll Pizza Crust. It has no GMOs, no added fructose or high corn syrups. It has no bleached flour, no artificial colorings or flavorings. So I do buy that one. And it's normally a pretty good price. It runs about $3 a roll. So I'm gonna buy this, or lay my pastry down. And I'm gonna stretch it just a bit because this does rise quite a bit being a pizza dough. So I'm just gonna stretch it out a bit. As you can see, just using my hands to stretch it. Therefore, I get more pastry for the buck. And I've also got some cheese that I pre-prepped, shredded, put into individual serving bags. I'm gonna sprinkle some cheese on there. Once again, you make your recipe any way you like. It's pre-shredded, or I shredded it. It came in a block. Shredded it, froze it, and there we go. I recommend you shred it if you're gonna freeze it, because if you try to use it once it's thawed or starts to thaw out, it's gonna be a little bit chunky. So if you have it shredded, it's already perfect and ready to use in any recipe. I'm gonna use a couple of these packets and put some cheese on there. Isn't that nice? Okay. So I've got my eggs cooked with all the goodies. I'm just gonna spread that out. Spread that out onto my dough, like that. So my onions, mushrooms, spinach, eggs, ham, onion. Now we've added the beauty of cheese, flavored any way you like, and get your eggs on there. We're gonna lay another one on top. I'm also gonna put just a little bit of butter on that. So let me get my butter. Okay, so I have 4 teaspoons of butter melted. And we're just gonna get that poured over the top. Now you don't have to use butter if you don't want. I choose to because it's gonna give it a nice little moist, buttery flavor. All right. Then we're gonna get the other pastry, put right on top, so I can close it up and cut it. So again, I'm gonna just stretch it a bit before I get it on there with my hands, play with it, stretch it. Start by laying it on one end and pull it over to the other. So I guess you could call this a breakfast pizza if you wanted to. You name it what you want to name it. As I always say, you do you, boo. I'm gonna turn those corners in like that so that they are sealed nicely, like so. Pinch them closed. I'm just kind of rolling it inward, picking up the sides, and then pinch them. That's all. Now you've watched my videos before, you've seen me do this with the apples. You can do it with anything you'd like. But tonight we're doing it with the eggs and ham. And making sure everything is closed up nicely. All right. Then I'm gonna put an egg yolk bath on there. Just the yolk, not the white. Okay. Now this egg white is gonna go to my dog. Get the egg yolk beat, it's over there in your bowl. Now the egg yolk is gonna give it kind of a nice yellowish brown crusty look to it. Just whip up that egg yolk and get it painted on there. Doing it that way for individual servings to freeze and individual servings to eat. All right, so now we've got the egg yolk on there. The last thing I want to do, sesame seed. You don't have to do sesame seed if you don't like to do it, or if you don't have it. I'm going to because I think it'll make it look pretty when it's all cooked. Look at there. Very nice. I'm gonna get this in my cookie sheet. And into the oven. All right, 375, 30 minutes. So the ham and egg breakfast Danish is out of the oven. Look how beautiful that looks. We'll let that cool for a minute and then we're gonna start to slice it. This is really too pretty to cut, don't you think? I'm hopeful that it's as tasty as it is opulent. Let's get this cut. So I think the best way to cut this is with my pizza cutter, slowly. I'm gonna cut individual pieces. There we go. Very nice. Just like a pizza, we'll cut that up. And we have 12 beautiful servings. So let's take one piece out and see how that looks. Now this had no leakage. Perfect. Look how beautiful that is. And that cooked up nicely. Now this would be great with some sour cream, hot sauce, whatever you want to put on top. Look how beautiful that looks. I'm gonna open that up. Isn't that beautiful? It's still a little hot, too hot to eat, but I just want to share that with you. Okay, so I've got a lot going on. Let's get all this bagged. Do I feel like bagging this tonight? Absolutely not. Must I? Yes, so it doesn't spoil. We want it fresh. So let's first get my egg and ham Danish bagged up. Individual servings. We have 12 of them here. So, if you got value and joy out of this recipe, ham and eggs, wow. Mushroom, onion, cheese, I nailed it. Give me a thumbs up, like it. Please consider subscribing. Come along. On another adventure on how to prep food, bake it, cook it, put it into individual servings. 12 servings here, 6 eggs, ham. Went a long ways. Well, not to make this video any longer, I decided to put the other recipes of the ham and bean soup and the scalloped potatoes and just the ham sandwiches that we're making out of the additional ham that was going to be frozen. Come along on the next video as I put together the ham and bean soup for you. All right? Don't forget to the like button, subscribe. Until next time, be kind. Ciao.
Stop for a moment. There's still time. You're not late. You don't need to have it all figured out. Just show up.